Ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to share with you some amazing and useful tools that a lot of Linux beginners, maybe some advanced users as well, might find super fucking interesting. Because since I've already switched to Linux, I was searching for various tools. I started to search for various tools that could help me optimize tasks, like finish tasks more quickly. And I started storing them, I started bookmarking them and collecting them, and I think it's time for me to actually share some of them, like the most useful or more practical, I guess. Some of them, of course, you can also use on Linux, it's totally okay, but it's most applicable to Linux users because I guess statistically you as a Linux user would care more about your privacy and some specific things than a Windows user, and therefore you're statistically more likely to like those tools than a Windows user. This will become clear as we progress to those Linux tools, so yeah. Okay, I guess we can start. The first one is Glow, which is an amazing, oh my god, an amazing markdown viewer. Charm bracelet, I think that's the right way to spell it, I don't know. Okay, Glow. So say you have a repository, and this, in my case, it's operating system 3 easy pieces in Japanese, and you have to read it. Like, you have those markdown files, and you have to read them and explore the content. You could just open it in, because it's markdown, you could just open it in NVim or install some sort of NVim markdown reader. Or maybe if you have Emacs, you can, I think there's probably some way to do it in Emacs as well. But in my case, I have Glow, which just displays it like so. And to me this is a lot better than just installing a plugin for Vim or something. It's just more simpler, I don't know. I would rather have a separate program, personally. You can also do -p to open it in less mode, so you could like scroll and use various Vim commands, Vim shortcuts to basically move around. Now, a more practical example, if we go to, I don't know, chapter 14, glow p14.md, you can see how it looks. Looks amazing, at least to me, because it's just so easy to read it like this in the terminal and not have to have an open GUI or search for a NVim plugin and shit like that. So yeah, this is super amazing. Definitely recommend it. Next one is Jless. Jless is a JSON viewer. This one as well, super amazing. Oh my god. Here I prepared a random JSON file, for example, okay, and you can just cat it and pass it into Jless, and here you have Vim shortcuts to basically look at the JSON in the terminal. Okay, and you can collapse stuff, you can even search for stuff. So for example, strip, let's see. Here, it found it, okay? Even if it's collapsed, it finds it. You can see it here, it highlights it. And then you can use Q to exit it. And yeah, maybe I can find another JSON, big JSON random data generator to maybe, I don't fucking know, to maybe display stuff, and Vim random, something like this. Wait, hold on. Random, not JS, God bless. Okay, something like this. I believe you can just pass it into Jless normally as a parameter, rather as an argument, rather than just using the pipe, but okay. I hope we're not leaking anybody's email here. Hopefully not, but yeah, anyways. This is how it looks. You can search, for example, I don't know, gmail.com, and it will send you here. You can use n to enumerate through them, so mail.com, you can see you can enumerate through different things that you find, and it's basically Vim shortcut, you know. Okay, this is the second tool that I like the most, probably out of the whole list. Maybe not, maybe it's probably in the top 5, because this is an amazing tool. Then we have Csview. This one, my man, this one is just, oh my god, it's perfect. Let's see if we have a random CSV data. It's a pretty simple one actually to understand. You just have some random CSV data. For example, if you store data in CSV format, usually like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, the phone numbers of your friends, or I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to store, okay? Let's say here I would store like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wait, this is not JS, this is random. That's CSV. Okay, so Csview, and then the file, and it creates a nice table. So for whatever data you're storing in the CSV format on your system, you can use this tool on this repository, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So you can then also use Less, pipe it into Less to just, you know, enumerate through the whole thing if it's too long or something, and then search and do various operations. But yeah, it's just amazing. Next one is for, ooh, this one is super cool. It's a GUI application in this case. I'm pretty sure you can find other applications that work from the terminal. I think there was one, something named N something, I don't know. But this one is just amazing. It's called Disk Usage Analyzer. No, wait. Baobab. It's an amazing tool because what it does is it helps you clear your disk space in a super easy way. If you, for example, know the what was it called on Windows, WinDirstat? Yeah, this tool, literally the best for clearing disk space on Windows. If you had a full disk or something, if you were running low on space, you would use this visualizer, and it would show you what part on your disk was occupying the biggest chunk of it, and you could dig into the files and delete the stuff that you didn't need. This is the same, except it's circular or whatever, and it's super intuitive. You just give it the disk that you want to scan, and it scans it, and it's super intuitive. I would argue probably even more intuitive than this. Of course, you have other tools as well. Probably if you go to WinDirstat Alternative Linux, I used some alternatives as well, but I'm just Baobab was simply my first choice. Yeah, NCDU. I think this is a terminal option that you could use. QDirstat, basically the same thing as WinDirstat except for Linux. FileLight. This one was also an amazing one. I used this one and this one, and they're both good. You can find all of them. They're all super amazing to just clear disk space, and yeah. Okay, next, this is more of a tip. If you're a super beginner on Linux, I would just say learn Vim, because you might have even noticed so this far into the video that a lot of tools are highly probable to be based on Vim shortcuts. So if you know Vim shortcuts, it comes up super easy for you to just learn various tools, and it becomes just a super natural thing. Of course, if you want to learn Vim, you might also have to learn the fast way of typing, or whatever it's called. Yeah, this probably. And then you would have to go to monkey type and practice till you get to like whatever 100 words per minute, 100 something words per minute, and then learn Vim. After learning Vim, you become a god, basically. That's how it works. I mean, with tools, you know. So yeah, okay. This was just a quick tip I wanted to give. Next one, of course, again based on Vim, because we never have enough Vim in our life. Somebody decided to make an extension for Vim on Chrome. What a fucking genius. And this one I'm using right now. Vimium. Like, for example, if you search for something, I don't know, Linux kernel, you can use Vim shortcuts to scroll up and down, and it becomes just so easy to work with stuff. At the beginning I was kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, but why would I just have the mouse? If I'm using the browser, I'm expected to use the mouse. It's just an automatic shift. But no, it actually becomes pretty simple once you get used to using Vim shortcuts in the browser as well. There, of course, I was also arguing the fact that, oh, it would just mess up with the shortcuts of the websites and whatever. It would be catastrophic. No, it actually doesn't at all. That's also due to the fact that I don't visit that many websites that have particular shortcuts that are similar to Vim. Most of them just use the famous ones like Control-K, Control-P for searching something, I don't know. But yeah, aside from that, it's super easy. Another cool thing, you might now ask yourself, how do you click on links? If it's Vim, you want to have your hands on the keyboard, so how do you click on links? F, and it shows you the buttons that you can click, and then you type the thing. If you want to quit this mode, ask escape, and then you click. If, for example, we want to open this link, we enter P, and it will just throw us into this website. And you have so many ported shortcuts like capital G, GG, I don't know, Shift, H and L to go back and forwards in the history. I don't know, those are just a few that come to my mind. Maybe X to close it, but I disabled it. Then I'm super used to using the slash to select this step, because when I scroll down, I then use the slash. When I deselected the search, I enter slash. Like, for example, if we go here where the Vimium will be disabled, Linux. If we go down here, okay, you can see I'm pressing F and it doesn't work, so Vimium is disabled. I can enter slash as it says here, and it will automatically select the search. In Vimium you can't do it like this. It will just it will search like in normal Vim mode, Linux kernel, right? So one way you could do it, actually select this with the slash, is type I and then slash, because insert mode, it kind of means in Vimium that you are interacting with the website's shortcuts or in some way. So yeah, I slash to select it actually, or I whatever other shortcut you should then have on your website to interact with it. So yeah, there's no shortcut collapsing, you could say. Okay, that's it for Vimium. I think I went way too in depth for Vimium, but okay. Unhook, this one is just amazing. This one is just award-winning extension. There is no YouTube for me. You can just search for videos and let's see, some ordinary gamers. Okay. Yeah, whatever. And there is no recommendations. I even disabled the profile pictures and whatever, but you can go on and disable a lot of things. Like, for example, hide transcript chapters, hide playlists, hide video sidebar. You can see it. Hide video information, hide notifications. You can disable a lot of things. If YouTube is your particular is your cup of tea when you wanna procrastinate on random shit, so yeah, definitely recommend this extension if you don't wanna procrastinate. Next tool, it's Rclone. This one I'm using for my backups. I actually made even a post on my blog. Sorry, no, this one, where it was titled, hold on, what fucking all cloud, yeah, amazing name, where I realized I can use Rclone to create backups on of my system on the cloud. At the beginning I was kind of skeptical because, okay, you can send backups to, for example, Google Drive from the bash or from the command line, but you know, because I'm privacy conscious, I wouldn't want to send them my raw data. So I was like, okay, let's encrypt them. And so I created a backup script that uses I think this is the part where it encrypts, yeah, with AES, CBC, probably a weak cipher because CBC. I don't know. I heard it had a weakness, but okay, it's enough for me, I guess. Using OpenSSL to encrypt it, then passing the password, sending it onto the Rclone, and then catting it onto a specific location, and that's it. The whole thing is called every now and then with the cron jobs, so it can actually send stuff to the Google Drive automatically, and I don't have to be the one to actually execute the script. I might make a video going into the detail of how to actually create this in the future, but for now, it's whatever. So yeah, Rclone, you have a lot of things that you can experiment with. This is all of the supported providers that you can communicate with. If you want to mount your Google Drive or FTP or Dropbox disk on your system, hey, you have Rclone. It's an amazing fucking tool. Even Mail.ru, Microsoft, Azure Blob Storage, what the fuck, OpenDrive, Google Drive, where the hell is it? Yep. Google Drive, Google Photos, Google Cloud Storage. You can do all of this, mount it from the command line through Rclone, and then do various operations if you want to do backups, if you want to do automatic search. I don't know, whatever idea comes up to you, it's really up to you. So yeah, okay. Next thing, what the fuck do we have? Oh yeah, KeyPass. Oh my god, KeyPassXC. This one I can't show on my system because I have various personal things in there. So KeyPassXC is just a password manager. Hey, trust me, amazing tool. It's an open source cross-platform password manager. It's an alternative to KeyPass, which is, unfortunately, I think it's open source, yeah, but it's open source, but it's not supported on Linux. It natively supports only Mac, I think, and Windows. So KeyPassXC is an alternative that you can use, I would argue even better one than native KeyPass. You store your passwords in a file on your system, encrypted with one master password, and then you can store passwords inside of it, and it just becomes super easy to work with, because suddenly you have one file for all of your passwords, or multiple files for specific types of passwords, like one for social media, one for work, one for whatever, with different master passwords. And then you can do backups for them, you know, how to chain certain availability things, like do backups for those files on your disk, and then maybe send those backups to the Google Drive that I just mentioned, or to your cloud provider to actually have some availability rule. So for example, if your computer breaks, you have them saved on the cloud, encrypted possibly, I don't know. So yeah. Okay, KeyPass, amazing tool, definitely one I would recommend to every Linux beginner that wants to become more privacy conscious. Next one is Progress. I think this one I can show actually in my system. Let me just lower the music. Okay. Next one is Progress. Amazing tool, this one as well. It's a progress viewer. Like, for example, let me create an actual practical example. If you have a big file, let's say cat dev random big file. Okay, let's see the size of this motherfucker. Okay, let's do like 5 gigs. Okay, 5 gigs. So it's in our temporary folder for now, and its size is of almost 7 gigabytes. And now, for example, you want to copy this motherfucker from big file to, oh, I don't know, into your TMP folder on your in some other location. Okay, you're doing it, but you don't see the progress, like how much of it is done. In this case, it's already done, but you know, let's say it's slower, and you don't want to wait. You want to know the progress. Okay, you can use the progress. I think it was what was the command? Q, yeah. Okay, let's do it again, and you can see the progress of the command. This is amazing. I think I'm gonna fucking fill my disk with this way, but okay, anyways. Yeah, you can see the progress, and it's amazing. Okay, next one. It's actually one that I found from a Linux YouTuber called Bugs Writer. This guy. He showed me, this is where my inspiration to actually make this video came from. He showed me this website, where it's basically like screen sharing on Discord, if you have Discord, or if you want to screen share to somebody. You have Screen SI. It's an open source peer-to-peer system, and you can go to a custom like URL, like for example, I don't know, whatever, and then on this link it will be screen sharing your specific screen. So you can go here and it will be screen sharing, and then you can send this link to somebody. So now if we go do it like this, you can see the screen. Boom. And if you go to something else, to another oh yeah, it's not case sensitive, let's do E. Go to another link that changes slightly, you would have other people screen sharing it. Screen sharing on this link, I mean. So okay, amazing thing, amazing tool if you don't want to pay for Discord for the like what high resolution screen sharing. So yeah. Next tool, this is more of a tip, small tip for, I don't know, doing whatever, is word count. In this case, word count -L for line count. Or is it word count? I don't know what it stands for. Print new line word and counts for each file. Okay. So let's say you want to count. Well, yeah. Okay, let's do it here. Whatever. Let's say we want to see how many files we have in here, including the directories. You would do ls word count L, and it would be the count of how many different lines we have. If we want to go to, I don't know, TMP, and we have this file, and we want to find all of the number of lines that contain the word A in it, or the character A in it, you would do this, and then word count L 7. Maybe if we do O 6, okay, S Z 0. Okay. So yeah, of course you have other flags here as well for words, for max line length, for characters, whatever. Okay. But this one, WC-L, is just something I happen to use regularly whenever I'm trying to count the output. And yeah, believe it or not, it's even present in my backup scripts, because if I do backups to a certain location, I do like a total of 10 backups, and I keep only 10 backups. So whenever I create a new backup, I remove the oldest one. I have to see how many backups are present in that location. So I have to count how many files are in that location, remove the oldest one, and then finally create the backup. Okay, then we have the find command. I guess this is the last one. Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, this is probably the last one that I will make for this video. Super easy command. You have a lot of websites that go into the depth of how find works, and just add a lot of examples. In this case, how to find files in Linux using the command line, okay, whatever. Like, you have a lot of sources, but anyway, a super simple example is, let's say you want to find all of the files that contain a specific, that are named a specific way or something. You would, let's see, rand.json touch ran json touch yes touch no json. Okay, let's say we have those files and you want to find all of the files that contain the word ran in them, or that end in .json or something. You would use the find command. Find in the current directory every file that contains .csv in it. In this case, just one. Then maybe you would do .json, and here maybe you would want to actually count how many there are. So we use the example from before, the word count L 4. Okay, 4 files. Maybe you would use, I don't know, maybe you would want to remove all of them. So you would do exec and then pass the command rf, and then this, which means, from what I understood, the file that it would enumerate through. So like, for every, find me all of the files with the name that ends with .json in the current directory, and for each one of them execute the following command, and here pass the location of each file that you find. And so it removes them. You can do a lot more with this tool. There's a lot of combinations like chaining that you can do with all of this, like with Less, with Jless, with I don't know, whatever. But yeah, this is another one of those tools that I just happen to use fairly often when I use the command line, so I wanted to throw it in this video. So yeah, okay, I think that's it for this video. Hopefully another video comes up today where we actually go develop the application, the Scribble.io clone, where we go and continue the development. So yeah, that's it for this video actually. If I happen to find any more useful tools, or if you have any, you could maybe email some of them to me, and I could show them in a future video. But till then, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, have a good one.